Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of GK Realty. Today, a special keep is being advertised. This is in the mid 900s, an almost brand new Continent 4 account, over 2 billion power. It's the number one power account on the server. It's K35. It's VIP 18. It has tech in the mid 20 millions. And it is a regent officer, number 3 on the server in ranking in prestige. So that's the nuts and bolts of it. It has a gold internal sub. It has a gold European sub. And then the rest of the subs are green. That is obviously something that could be improved upon, but as the top power player on the server, I don't think that's going to be much trouble. I'm not going to show you the sub-cities because they're all named after the player. It's the same name as the player, so I don't want to give away who that player is. So looking at the Wonder, let's look at it right now. It is Wonder 1. And needed to be upgraded to Wonder 2. It will have to get thrown, but this is a new server. It's definitely going to get thrown. Let's look at the Civilization Treasure, and they are all level 3, which is a massive advantage when playing for a lot of reasons. I'm going to show you in a minute. Civilization Equipment has 4 of the Plantagenet gears and the important ones, the bow and the ring. Freedom, nothing. But down here, it has the Han Dynasty, the full set. So this is basically the mounted set. So really be killing bosses. And PvP, horse attacks are strong now. So you can see all these refines all set towards mounted. And then here, the defensive set, Choreo. It has the scroll also for the bow. So it has the full set of defensive gear. This is a really good setup. That is something you really need. And then this one just dropped. Let's see. So nothing was spent on that yet, but I'm just going to take a look and just see if there are any scrolls in here for the other ones. I know they're not opened up, but maybe there are some. So there's some pants. Maybe there's other ones inside. The scrolls aren't opened right now. So there's just pants right now for that one. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the city here. So very nice stuff going on in the treasures and in the gear. So pasture is 35, which is important because it means that you could start to do the third talent on lots of other animals or dragons, right? Because it says you need pasture 35. And then you just need to get this thing up to 10. But talents done there up to 40, talents 40 and 26. I always wonder, how do these new players have all those dragon stones? Those packs they get, man. So art treasure. So nothing unlocked in there, but they all should be pretty close. So you can see these. I could see numbers here over 100. They're all very close to getting to the final stage. And then if we look at the general hall, those should all be coming in soon because, like, for example, Minamoto is free, King Arthur is free, Genghis is free, and he's the best. Rhaegar is free in the fragments. Trajan's free in the tavern. So all of this is just a matter of looking through the tavern. Saladin, all of this, Khalid, these are all tavern generals. He has most of the difficult, harder ones to get, such as Menshikov and Napoleon. Those are the 2 that I need. And Guan he has. So everything else here is very doable. Just takes some effort. Research Factory, 33. Keep size is 35. Academy, 35. Let's take a look. Let's go right down to Military Academy and see what we got going on here. Everything's looking max except for the training stuff. That's the only thing I have left. 6th March, unlocked. Extremely important. Everything else almost completely done. Holy Palace has stuff pretty high. Sub-City. Let's look right at the most important stuff. So super in-city attack. Just need some more research stones. that will get done. Looks like he definitely knows it's important because he's got it to 2 out of 3 already. These in-city stuff, so in-city attack is 3, and then these other ones, just got to get those up, multiply that by 9 on the subs, and you're adding 9% to everything you do down here, all that stuff. So most of the important stuff is done. Let's look at the medical. So light of server war, so that stuff can be done. First aid is done. Regular military academy, yeah, that's all complete. And regular defense, all complete. Let's look at, so military academy is not open because it's not 35 yet, but let's take a look at what we got here. So victory column has 1 general at 5.8 million, and I'm sure with a full set of gear, of civilization gear that this account has, absolutely, this is just a matter of wanting to do it and move the gear around. That can be unlocked and go to 36 immediately. So all the other buildings here, everything appears to be 35. Stables, not archer camp. This guy's in the way here. Let's look. Yeah, he has T14 archers. Workshop, trap factory, they're all there. Forge is 35, so it went a little overkill on that, but I'm sure that will be handy one day when Evony decides, you know what, that's what you're going to need for as a prerequisite for something. Embassy 35. Basically every building is 35. Let's look at the troops. So 52 million total troops. Good amount, about 8 million, 7 million T14s, 1 million 13s and 12s, and looks like about that all the way down. So good layers, 1 million all the way down. Nice setup, good start to defense for sure. And with that, wow, with that choreo set, that full set, that is massive, so important. Let's take a look at the fields. So everything looks to be, let's just average it and say they're 25-ish. Lots of army camps to help with the training. Very nice. And let's take a look at the inventory. So where I was going with those civ treasures, when you're done, you can disassemble these. And I don't want to hit disassemble, but I was hoping there was a way to show you what you get when you disassemble. But it is awesome stuff. Like, we're talking like millions of resources or source of lives or troop buffs. Lots of really awesome stuff inside of there. Lots of speed ups. So having those done means you don't have to worry about them anymore. And it's such a big deal to have that stuff go into the rest of your keep. Stamina. Lots of stamina. Always amazed when I see how much stamina these new accounts have. 12,000. So I guess it really is only C1 who complains about stamina. Always asking Evony for new ways for stamina, because these new accounts are just loaded with it. And this is a lot of resources. Let's take a look in here and count up how many resources there is. 1.5 billion. So that's 3.5 billion. So 4.1, 5.1 billion. Let's just call that 6 billion. Another 2 billion, 8 billion. So, and it's probably pretty, so lots of ore. Yes, lots of food. Continuing on through the inventory here, you can see over 400,000 refined stones. All these different scrolls. So all the scrolls are here for the sub gear. They just need to be crafted. That's it. Let's look at the specials. Look at all these troop tokens. All these are all awesome layers that this person would get. So 100 times 100. Lots of layers in there. Lots of rune stones, some lucky stones, and right here, the Holy Grail, the stuff you really want. That is 80,000 tactic scrolls. 121,000, is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not correct. That is 13,000. These go by 1,000, not 10,000. 13,000 dragon stones. Wow. And has all the badges there, 4, Wonder 2, and 3. All these skill books. This inventory is outstanding. I have, I trade food. So yeah, so good amount of stuff there. Let's take a look at actually the decorations. Let's see what type of keeps we have here. Okay, so there's the treasure of a boss. So we have the Verona Dawn, which is an excellent keep. Adds lots of ranged stuff. Got the Jade Castle. One of the Colossuses. These are really good too. So good mounted stuff going on. Also have this one. Got Topaz, 14 days. Okay, and I wanted to look up here at the Dragon Cliff. Let's see what we got here. So Norway Ridge has one of the talents complete. Thebes is not unlocked yet, and then we do not have the All-Star Dragons. Let's look at the generals. So Guan, excellent general. Sir Philip, the best siege general. So excellent players, and Stilicho. So this is, as I said in one of my other videos, this is like the Gucci of duty officers, where I'm just rocking, I guess, like Converse or something. I do not have him on my stables. I have Oleg. Otto the Great. I don't have him. I have Askia. So awesome stuff here. Toyo. Special Rally. Thutmose for archers. Zach Taylor, is that the wall general? Scipio. So 2 great ground generals. Ashoka. Oh, another excellent, the best keep officer. So he just has Menshikov just sitting there laughing at all of us who don't have him. Theodora. This is a general that, wow, lucky. New servers have this general. So increases ground troop and mounted troop attack by 30% and 10% double drop. And you can add a luck book as well. So this is basically better than Baybars. It's a super Baybars. William Marshall. Check him out. Almost fully spec'd. Just has to get to that last one. Running low on those last ones. But this is an excellent wall general and has all those pieces on. Skipped over the subordinate city generals, but they're good. There's a Farragut, there's a Canute the Great, there's a Baldwin. The gear for them is Achaemenid, probably only about 2 sets of Achaemenid for the 9 subs, but that will come on a new server. It's just difficult to get going. So Simeon the Great, this is where all of his 4th spec runestones are going. Looking at a 30% perfect roll for the bow. This is nice stuff. So it's a new account. Remember, this is in the 950 area. So it's really hard to get these materials. But lots of the hard work is done here. Lots of the hard early coining is done. This is an excellent account. Has Elise, looks like, as the main ground general. Some good refines on there as well. Some farming generals, Constance, Cleopatra, has a Gaius as well. Let's see, maybe we'll get some more Lysander. Who's this guy? Remember. Increases and the rally capacity. So this is the new top mounted general. Wow. Harold the Third increases range troop attack 30 and ground defense 25. He's a dual purpose one. Bertrand, Alfred, Napoleon, Robert the Bruce, Alexander the Great, Tamiris, Leo the Third, basically every general you could ever want. Amir, so this is one of the top sub generals in the game who is not on his subs. Ramses for Siege. So there are other great generals all the way down here as well. So this is a very good account. It is not an all-star keep yet, only because it's so new. I would guess next season All-Stars, this is going to be a lock to make All-Stars. So this is an excellent chance. Get in contact with the owner if you're looking for this. 950. So this server is only a few months old, and you have a chance to walk in and just be the boss. And one of the best parts of that is you get to help set the server rules as one of the power players. So if you don't like where you are on C1, C2, you have an excellent chance just to start over, contact this owner, walk into this new server, and you may have ideas of how you wish your server was run. And now your opinion is actually going to matter and be able to do that. So not only are you buying a good account, this is the top account on the server power-wise. You are buying a seat at the table to, make the server's constitution and, decide how you guys should play and working with others and being in a leadership position. So this is Genghis. Get in contact with the owner, talk things through with him, and this account could be yours. So Genghis Realty, like, subscribe, leave a comment.